Happy Wednesday. It's Anthony with Onion Bag, you guys. Today, July 14th, 2021, the news came out, and it may not be the official news, but via an article from ESPN, Lionel Messi agrees to a Barcelona contract, accepts a significant wage cut per sources. We don't know exactly what that means, and I'm going to go break this down kind of from a business perspective, what I'm seeing as a fan perspective. Let me start the article, and then I'll break into it. Lionel Messi and Barcelona have agreed to an agreement for the forward to sign a new 5-year deal with the Catalan club. Sources have confirmed to ESPN. Sources added that Messi has accepted a significant wage reduction to prolong his stay. Let's be clear here. The 34-year-old's previous contract was worth 500 million euros or $594 million over 4 years, expired at the stroke of midnight on June 30th. So he's signing a contract that's even longer this time, 5 years versus the 4-year previously. Although we knew in his old contract, he had a exception where he could leave at the end of every year as long as he gave them notice. So I'm assuming this contract's going to be even more flexible, to be honest. I'm assuming that in this contract, there is a clause to allow him to leave to MLS at any point in time if he chooses at the end of a season. I believe that not only does Messi have an intention to move to the United States and play for the MLS, I also think it has something to do with the World Cup. I also think that he has something to do with being an ambassador for Barcelona on behalf of them in the United States. These are just guesses, you guys, but that's what it's starting to look like, right? So also it says, another thing I want to go into is, just like they do in the United States a lot, they can front load contracts, right? So say for instance, Messi only intended to play for 2 more years. Now I don't know that that's the case, and I'm not sure that he believes it is either, but they can front load a contract, right? So a lot of the issues they're having with all their financial issues, if you were to get a 5-year contract and you pay him a huge lump sum up front as well as a yearly contracted rate, but he doesn't plan on staying the rest of it, you can spread out those expenses through 5 years, right? That may really lighten the pressure for Barcelona. Also, he may also have a very reasonable transfer fee to MLS or a clause allowing him to leave. See, I've always thought this. When the discussions at first for Messi to play in the MLS, I didn't think they were real. But the more and more I heard from Laporta, the more and more I heard from Barcelona and from Messi and in contracts where he always talks about it in his interviews, then I believed, okay, let's think about it. We have 5 years for the World Cup United States. Okay, I don't think that's a coincidence that his contract's up for 5 years. That means he could stay for the full time. There's also been interviews where they've said that he could leave to go to play in MLS. I believe he's going to be an ambassador lined up with the United States World Cup. That's going to have the World Cup in Canada, Mexico, United States in 2026. I believe that he has full intentions of being integrated into the United States culture, or at least the soccer scene over here. It'll help his brand, maybe to bring his kids into schools. Maybe he's got this secondary after playing plan. I wouldn't doubt it. He's a smart guy. Let me get a little more into the article. La Liga president Javier Tebas has warned Barca that they will not be allowed to register Messi's new deal if they're unable to reduce spending to comply with the league's financial fair play rules. Barca's spending limit has been reduced from over 600 million euros to 347 million since the coronavirus pandemic, with further reductions expected to be imposed for the upcoming season. Okay, as far as all these warnings and, not allowing them to register, no, you just got to get past that 1 year. In a business world, they set these limits per year. So he just needs to get past this year. If he backloads some of his payments for next year, obviously he's not short on cash. He could make it work, as well as once the fans get back in the stadium, once butts are on seats, that literally their spending limit will increase again. I know they're saying there's going to be further reductions expected to be imposed in the upcoming season. You don't necessarily know that. Once they start getting people in the stands, selling products, getting money circulated again, that can go back up. So Barcelona's concern needs to be just the most current season. That's the only thing they need to worry about at the time. Also, it says, therefore, to register Messi's new deal, in addition to new signings, Agüero, Memphis Depay, Eric Garcia, Emerson Royal, Barca need to continue reducing the wage bill and moving players on. With that in mind, sources at the club refuse to rule out the departure of Antoine Griezmann, who was a signing in 2019. Okay, perfect. I think this is good news, you guys. this is coming off of Messi's expressed desire to leave Barcelona last August after the 8-2 defeat to Bayern Munich in the Champions League. At that point in time, and we continue with the article, his relationship with then President Jose Maria Bartomeu had reached a breaking point. In September 2020, interview with Goal after Barca had blocked his departure. Remember that whole saga? Ugh. Messi called Bartomeu a liar and said the board had been making things up as they go along and plugging holes for years. Isn't that the truth? Anyone who follows Barcelona, you know that is so true, and we hoped it wasn't true, and it just all got so clear. Bartomeu, facing a vote of no confidence, resigned last October. Wow, we're coming up on a year. And was eventually replaced by Laporta in March. Laporta has a good relationship with Messi and his family. He was Barca's president when Messi made his first team debut and when he signed his first professional contract with the club. Wow, that's a trip, you guys. So that means Messi signed in 2000 with Laporta, and he just signed a new 5-year contract, what will most likely be his last contract in top-tier European soccer. So, wow, that means Laporta signed his very first contract in 2000, and he's going to sign his final contract in 2021. Isn't that weird how the world is a circle? Things come around, and Messi is going to be surrounded with Laporta, starting his career and probably ending his career as a top-flight European soccer player. I said in April, Laporta was working on a contract renewal for Messi that included the option of playing in Major League Soccer before returning to Barcelona. In public and in private, Laporta had always maintained he was convinced he could persuade Messi to stay. The club have already made a series of signings this summer. Isn't that true? So, Messi first joined Barca's academy in 2000 and has gone on to play 778 games. He scored 672 goals. Wow. You guys, this is great news for Messi. I'm sure this contract is flexible enough so that he can allow others to contribute to the club, bring in more people around him. The team looks like it's got stacked up a little bit. We look pretty good. Pedri looks like the real deal. I just noticed that he was he was included in the Euro 2020 squad, the final 11, and he definitely earned it. He did a great job. Messi signed. I'm sure they're going to front load some of this contract or back load it, whatever works to get past financial fair play, as well as wait for the revenue to start pumping into the club. Messi staying for Barcelona is probably the best thing that could happen to them. I know he cost them a little bit, but I'm sure he's not taking advantage of, obviously, anything he gives, he is more than earning. You guys, join the channel if you like. I hope everyone's having a great week. If more information comes out, I'll break it down, but this is just the initial preemptive breakdown before all the information comes out. Talk to everyone soon. Have a good day.